I am indeed muted. Wow. Still. Thank you, Thickstaff, for pointing that out. Hello, Third Base. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. I've been having problems with the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. The YouTube chat doesn't fully load, or it seems to be delayed. I've been trying to keep the window unfocused. Daddy Third Base says good to see you as well. Oh! Oh no, Emmy! Level 60 died in Blackrock Depths. Ah, oh, jeez. Oh, Emmy. Slain by Anvil Rage Reservist in BRD. This is the room, the torch room. Probably got hit by nasty respawns. Was I muted again? Man, this thing. This is the torch room, the Lyceum. You have to get those Shadow Forge torch bearers to unlock the door by lighting the braziers. And the respawns in there are really fast, so you really have to keep moving. Oh, that room is scary. I've never had issues in that room myself, but I tend to be in groups with good AoE to deal with the packs of mobs. They're non-elites, but there's a lot of them. Yeah, no one else has died so far? Nobody's in there. I just did /who. It looks empty. R.I.P. Emmy. That is a bummer. Anyways, like I said, I've been having issues with YouTube chat being slow. Like I won't see some messages until several minutes later. And Twitch chat is just full of spammers, to be honest. Most of the chat I get on Twitch is spammers. So I set up a Bloodstreams channel. If you do /join Bloodstreams in game, should work a little bit better. I know a lot of people watch me while gaming. So feel free to join in Bloodstreams and put me on your second monitor or whatever. That way chat will show up on stream and more likely for me to see it, I think. But of course, I will keep the other chats open and try to keep up on those as well. Alright. Let's get started. Bikini Slayer. Looks like we got a mighty iron hammer in there. Is that coming first? Yes. Plans for a mighty iron hammer. +5 strength. Not a bad looking hammer. And a bunch of mats. Good skins. Buzzard wing. Heavy Kodo meat is actually a rare meat. But we don't tend to use it as a rare meat because it's a pain in the butt to farm. Sumiko, that's my priest. For found some mats sitting around in her bag. I haven't been playing her much recently, but sent those over. Heavy kodo meat. Let me pull that up. It's essentially equivalent to the white spider meat. There it is. But you have to farm it in Desolace, and they are scattered around. Reagent 4, Heavy Kodo Stew. The plus 12 stamina and spirit buff, same as the giant eggs and the tender wolf meat. But you can eat this at level 35, which is what makes it a rare meat. And it takes 2 to make 2 foods, which makes it more efficient than the white spider meat. White spider meat takes 2 to make just 1. But this is dropped by Dying Kodo, Ancient Kodo, and Aged Kodo throughout Desolace. And they kind of wander in small packs across Desolace. See, the map shows them just right here. You can find them scattered all over, though. And there are just not a lot of them. Drop rate's only 30%. Yeah, I don't know if this is a worthwhile to farm, because they're just so spread out. Maybe if you're farming the other mobs in Desolace as well. But I don't know if this is worth going out of your way for. The spider cave is much more, much easier to farm. A lot of spiders right in the same spot. And that is in Dustwallow Marsh. The same cave where you do the Jarl's Poppin' Eyes quest. Keep an eye out? Is that what it is? No, that's different. Jarl needs eyes. Unpopped dark mist eyes is what you need. That cave right there. That's my preferred spider cave for farming the white spider meat. Lots of good ores in there, lots of good chests inside the cave too, and there's a rare spider in the back that can drop some greens. Good spot to farm. Lots of good leather from Dragon Keeper. Thank you for skinning for us. Awesome. Worth 1 point each. Ooh, a lot more. Thank you, Dragon Keeper. Very cool. That's a lot of thick leather. Herbs from Santoro. Winter's Bite is very good. Blindweed's great. Sungrass is always needed. Daft Woolly. Cat Carrier. Siamese. A few meats and some cloth. Pets will go to Feeling Lucky. They are handed out as essentially consolation prizes for the weekly lottery. Send 1G to Feeling Lucky. You can win fat stacks of cash. You can win those pets. You can win epic gear from the Guild Bank or blue gear. Oh, we got some blues here from Clubbins. Let's see. True Silver Breastplate. Chance to heal you in combat. Bone Chewer. That looks like a nice polearm. Awesome. Oh, that breastplate looks good too. That's all ornate. Shining Silver Breastplate. We give those out to our pro tier characters. Thorbia's Gauntlets. Silver Linked Foot Guards. Wow, a lot of good stuff from Clubbins. Thank you. Is this all made by you? Except for the polearm. Silverlink foot guards, those are just blue. The gauntlets too, okay. A lot of good stuff though, thank you. Awesome, Clubbins. Let's see. I want to value those. $20G for a bone chewer. We got these bracelets yesterday. 8G. Thorbia's gauntlets. 30G. Silver linked foot guards. 20G. Emmy says she's going again. Gosh, I hope so. I would suck to lose her if she didn't. Yeah, that room is just scary to be in, to be honest. You really got to focus down, make sure everybody keeps up on their mana, and yet still keep moving. Kind of a balancing act. Shouldn't be too hard at 60, but if somebody's slacking, if anybody loses focus, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Because if you hold up for too long, you'll get packs respawning on top of you. On top of you, it is crazy dangerous. Hunter, red linen robe pattern, linen and cloth. Thormord, got some meat, some skins, cloth, good stuff. Thank you, thank you. Not on mute, am I? I realized at the end of stream last night that I had been on mute for like the last half of the raid. Unfortunate. Luckily, I hadn't been talking too much anyways. There's plenty of other chatter in the raid, but oof. Emmy was 60 for less than an hour. That is such a bummer. Poor Emmy. Karn. Frost Saber patterns. Wild Thorn Mail. Some herb. Citrine. Pride Lord Pauldrons. Shield of Defense. Huge Emerald. Very cool. Good stuff, Karn. Look at those pauldrons. That's some good looking gear. Shiny shield. Very nice. Huge Emerald. Huge Emerald is worth 20 points. It's a big ass gem. Black Dragon Scales from Emmy. Oh, poor Emmy. Doing some good work though. Scorpid Scales. Thick Leather. Red Mage Weave Headband from Vaughn. 20 intellect. That is solid. Sagittaries. Nice scrolls. Strength scrolls. Mana potion. Silnara, some cloth. Mana potions from Emmy. Oh, Emmy. Oh, poor Emmy. Thick leather. Thick hide. Troll tribal necklaces. Those troll tribal necklaces are very useful. We hand those out to everybody for the initial quest turn in, and you can turn them in repeatedly for reduced experience, which makes them possible to power level with and skip a couple of levels, if you have a lot of them. Takes some serious coordination to get a lot of those together. Eridani, good potions, some map fragments, and some bags. So, these 6-slot bags get vendored. We hand out 8 slots and up. The map fragments will also get vendored, because the quest for those just sucks. It just sucks. I keep talking about that, but it's worth pointing out again. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with those. Newbie, tender wolf meat. That's that level 40 buff food. Good stuff. Red wolf meat comes along with it, level 25 buff food. Ooh, mystical mantle of intellect. Nice shoulders. Thank you, newbie. Do we get points for the enchant? Ooh, no, but this is a wow, that is a fat enchant. That is a sick blade. Holy crap, Horde Slayer. Wow, that is nice. Look at that thing. I love the Frost Tiger Blade. It is crafted by blacksmithing. The recipe for it is relatively rare, but I've seen it a few times. We have this learned on our guild blacksmiths, so we have it available for the guild if anybody wants to get one crafted. Chance to get a crit strike. I think that applies to ranged weapons as well. I really love this weapon on a hunter. Slow weapon speed, so you can do some really good melee weaving with it. And if that frost proc hits, you can just move away and start shooting them. Very nice weapon on a hunter. Plus it looks cool. Just a big old katana. Not to mention it's glowing with that enchant. Look at that weapon. Holy moly. I love the Frost Tiger Blade. Just got a cool name too. Unfortunately you don't get points for the enchant. You should. It would be cool if I could, but my add-on doesn't have any way to register enchants. It just can't see them. So no, you get points for donating the blade, but enchants aren't worth reputation, unfortunately. Princess Tiger Button says, I used this for quite a while on Sindrith as a ret pally too. That proc is really nice. Hell yeah. That's just a good weapon. I don't know if it's the most optimal weapon, but it is really cool. It's just a lot of fun to use. And I think it is really strong too, especially if that crit works on ranged weapons like I think it does. Um, yeah, really solid. And again, overall, just a cool blade. Frost Tiger Blade. I need to move this up into the blacksmithing gear. There we go. Money Launder. Returning some potions, maybe? Thank you for those. Ooh, we got more potions. I'm going to have to... Let's go visit Allison.
Light welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Hail! So I have this idea for a great movie. It's about two gnomes who find a bracelet of power, and they have to take it to the burning steps and cast it into the cauldron. They form the Brotherhood of the Bracelet. Along the way, they're trailed by a murloc named Gotham, who's obsessed with the bracelet, and 9 bracelet boogeymen. It could be a 3-parter called Ruler of the Bracelet. The first part would be called The Brotherhood of the Bracelet, followed by A Couple of Towers, with a climactic ending called Hey, the King's Back.
Bavin is a creative soul. Ooh, I can't vendor these throwing daggers. Gotta destroy them.
Safe travels.
Hey, the king's back. Thick Wand, you gotta join Bloodstreams. Nobody can see the chat down there. Hey, Cinderelli. Bunch more elixirs from Money Launder. Good potions. Thank you, thank you. Hand those out on the leveling kit. Blow Lips, Green Hills pages. Some rocks, some bombs. Mage Weave cloth. Ah, great stuff. Thank you. I think those high explosive bombs are actually used for a Plague Lands quest. This mantle actually looks usable. A lot of high level greens just end up disenchanted, but I think we'll actually use that one. So let me send that out with the rest of the gear. Moth GF, Silk, thank you, thank you. Delina, Elixir of Minor Agility, Elemental Earth. Sailor Twift, Bronze Tubes, Deep Rock Salt, cool. Endurium Ore has no real use. That's just gonna get vendored, unfortunately, or even destroyed. It doesn't have a vendor price. Good potions. Some engineering bits. Sailor Twift. Gyrochronotom, Silver Contact, Troll's Blood Potions. Yeah, this Endurium Ore. They make a big deal about it in the quest line up to Uldaman, where they have you killing trogs just to find flakes of it, and then you get into the actual dungeon. You can finally dig it up from the Endurium nodes. And then there's just no use for it after that. There's like a repeatable quest in Shimmering Flats at the racetrack, where you can turn it in for a few silver, and that's it. And I'm just going to destroy them because it's literally not even worth the trip out there to turn those in. Sailor Twift. Gyrochronotoms. We'll hand those out for the nifty stopwatch quest, too. Oops. Inventory is full. Yeah, the Endurium ore doesn't even give you experience for the turn-ins or anything. Just a few silver. It's like an incomplete quest, it feels like. Troll's blood potions are very nice. I like to use Troll's blood potions. Ooh, explosive sheep. Cool. Troll's blood potions are good for leveling your defense with. Put that on for an hour, and just go aggro some deep run rats in the tram. Let them wail on you for 1 point of damage, and let the Troll's blood potion regenerate it. You can get your defense maxed that way. Very important thing to do in hardcore for especially classes like Mage and Hunter that end up not getting hit a lot. You want to make sure your defense skill is maxed out as much as you can. I'm not very good about maxing it out every level, but I'll try to keep up on it when I can. Target dummies from Sailor Twift. Cool, thank you. Daft Woolly, Swiftness Potion. Ores, nice. Swiftness potions are always useful, of course. I always appreciate people mining for us. Super helpful. Send out those skins to Palanine, our leatherworking officer. Daft Woolly. Crawler Claws. Crawler Claws make a very nice low-level mana food. Love to hand those out on the leveling kit. We always need more Crawler Claws. And if we ever got a surplus of Crawler Claws, we would just start handing out more of them. So we can use essentially an infinite amount of Crawler Claws. They're always very nice for power leveling low-level casters. Would love to get our hands on more of those. Sailor Twift, good potions. Ooh, Strength Sword. That's a cool looking sword too. Is that a green gem in the hilt? Looks pretty classic fantasy. Very nice. Cavalier Two-Hander of Strength. Ungoro Soil. Ungoro Soil is useful. Ooh, Owl Gear, great for casters. Mana potions. Scorpid Blood. Scorpid Blood for the Dark Moon Fair. And the Ungoro Soil we use to cultivate seeds. Turn this into marrow grain and a bunch of other good herbs. Marrow grains primarily for the quest turn-in. There are a couple of those as you're approaching 60. Get some good XP from those. You can also get Darnassus Rep with the marrow grain. So Ungoro Soil is super, super useful. 3 points each. Stone Hammer of the Tiger. Tiger's a good stat. Nice AP. That thing will hit hard. Pretty cool. Not going to compare to Whirlwind Axe or even the sword or the mace. Still, solid weapon. Maybe best used on a druid? Sure, a paladin could make good use of that too. LP. More greens. Fire starter. Whale gear doesn't get much use. Still, it's all appreciated, of course. Even if it just gets disenchanted, we'll turn it into good mats. Volatile rum. Crown of the Wolf. Ooh, this looks good. Ooh, Dalinar sent in some potions. Scroll of Agility 4. Awesome. Oh, that thing's cool. Gold ore. Nice. Here we go. Ornate mithril gloves. Those are good. There's that Crown of the Wolf. Level 40. Right as soon as you get mail on a hunter. Oh, that thing is sweet. And hunters can make great use of agility and spirit, because while you're auto-attacking, you can use that spirit for regen. Good gear. Maclish, thank you for your bars. Scrab, Green Hills pages. We hand out Green Hills pages to everybody on the server. One of our oldest guild services, predates Bavin and the leveling kits and all of that. Solarica runs that. Zephyrian. Big Voodoo Mask Pattern. Cowl of the Wolf. Wolf gear is good for hunters, but the agility wouldn't be used by any cloth wearers, really. It does give a little bit of wand crit, so may be good for a priest. But even though it's cloth, I might prefer this for a hunter. Roxy, Cap of the Monkey. Tender crocolisk meat. That's a rare meat. Got cloth and leather in here. Good stuff, thank you. Mugzu, major healing potions. Thank you. Major healing potions are huge, of course. Superior healing potions are also good. Mana potions are always good. Nice mithril ore. Solid stone, dark iron ore, gold ore. Very cool. Tender wolf meat. Highest level basic buff food, along with giant eggs. Same buff level, plus 12. Same as giant eggs, same as the Kodo meat we were just looking at, and the white spider meat. But this, you have to be level 40 to eat. So it's not a rare meat, but it is very valuable, always in high demand for the guild. Gold ore. Gold ore is more valuable than gold bars, so don't smelt it unless you are skilling up on it, because that is what it's for. Gold and silver will get you to important smelting, mining skill breakpoints. Wool cloth and some feathers from Disco Hunt. Thor Mort, Spirit Gloves. Murloc Fin. Always appreciate people going out and killing Murlocs for us, just because Murlocs deserve death. More Murloc Fins. Trophies. And of course, we'll hand those out for the quest items. Tough Condor Meat. Tough Condor Meat is easily the most valuable low-level farming you can do. Thank you, Silnara. Attack power gear is always really good. Agility, nice. Axe's strength, cool. I feel like hunters tend to get the most use out of one-handed axes. There's another one-handed axe from Mackenzie. Monkey Battlehammer. Hefty. Disco Hunt. Deviate Fish, cool. Swift Thistle. Deviate Fish has a lot of fun little effects on it. You gotta farm those in the Barrens. So I mostly see those on Horde side. But we do see them on Alliance side occasionally. Cook them into Savory Deviate Delight if you have the recipe for them, and that'll turn you into a pirate or a ninja for an hour. More Tough Condor Meat from Silnara. Great work, thank you. Can always use Tough Condor Meat. It is a rare meat, but it's also used for the quest handout for Red Ridge, so we go through a crap ton of it. We value it at about 2 gold each for the guild bank, so this is 20 points for 1 Tough Condor Meat. You gotta farm the whelps too if you're working over there. Clam meats from Silnara. Murloc Eyes. Pearl. Gorilla Legs. Cool, cool. Morning Glory Dew. Just gonna vendor this. Don't really have a use for that. But thank you. I mean, I will use the money from it. Always need money for postage.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
We need money for guild
Light
mounts.
bless
We need
you.
money for chronoboons. We need money for guild tabards. So it's all going to a good place. Thank you. Hunter sent in some cloth and some spring water, which will also be vendored. Stormy H, light leather. Sears boots. Not a huge fan of low-level boots, especially with stamina on them, because as you guys know, stamina is not my favorite stat. Um, but more importantly, I, I, I like to use speed sandals. I would never choose stats over speed sandals, especially not stamina. If you're worried about surviving, put on speed sandals. You can just run away. 8% movement speed makes you faster than most of the mobs. Short Sword of Strength is cool. Gore Tusk Liver, bunch of tough condor meat. Great work, Silnara. Aquamarine from Vaughn. Star Ruby, too. Aquamarine makes the speed sandals. I always get excited for Aquamarine. Matter of fact, I'm going to send that to our enchanting bank, along with these mats, to get some of those speed sandals going. Silnara. Silk threaded trousers look good. Veteran gloves look good. Nice gear, thank you. Animal cream. Bow, cloak, some cloth. Daft Woolly. Been massacring some spiders, huh? Good work. Doing a little bit of mining too. Very nice. Mana potions are useful. Animal cream. 7 spirit. Coal is vendorable. Wool and linen, very nice. Medium leather is useful. Tender wolf meat from Zeracol. Giant eggs, too, and buzzard wings. Oh, these are all great meats. Thank you. Troll travel necklaces for the quests. Buzzard wings. We always need a ton of these for the quest handouts. You need 4 in Badlands, if I remember right. Plus, there's a quest that requires these to be cooked to entice Nigolash in Booty Bay. Giant eggs and tender wolf meat are the highest level basic buff foods. Plus 12 stamina and spirit at level 40. Good stuff, Zeracol. If you're skinning too, wolves at very high level are a very efficient farm because you can skin them and get tons of tender wolf meat, and you get some red wolf meat too, which is less needed, but it's still good. It's a level 25 buff food. Caladry, small furry paw used for Dark Moon Fair. Send out these first aid materials real quick. Uh-oh. I've reached the in-game cap of unique male recipients. That's not good. Oh, I did do some personal banking before this, so that probably hasn't refreshed yet. Let's keep going for now. Maybe I'll take a break and come back to Bethany after a little bit of questing. We'll see. I can mail out from, well, let's open this first. Caladry, Tiger's Eye, Cat's Eye Ultra Goggles increases your stealth detection. Those are fun. Stringy wolf meat. Oh. Got some stuff from Stormy H just now. Boar ribs, linen cloth. Great Gortus snouts. Need those for the quest. Small venom sacs will make anti-venom. Very nice. Murloc fins for the quest. Malachite, always love gems. Tiger's Eye 2. Chunk of boar meat from Belisi. We use the chunk of boar meat for the Dunmoro quest, for the Elwyn quest, and they're very nice for leveling up cooking without needing to buy, you don't need to buy spices or water to cook them in. You can just roast them up. Very convenient for leveling cooking with. So chunks of boar meat will actually, on a lot of servers, they'll sell for a decent amount, like several silver, because people will buy a bunch of them to level up their alts with. but we just hand those out on the leveling kit, of course. Tech Wound, got some greens. Nice intellect vest. Sorona, Buzzard Wings, Scorpid Scales, Snickerfang Jowl, used for the Blasted Lands buff quests, very cool. And the Scorpid Scales, we're always low on Scorpid Scales. They make very nice hunter gear. Male gear right at about level 40. Gives agility and spirit. Super powerful. And we always need more. Always need more for fulfilling the leveling kit for our hunters. We go through a crap ton. And I don't think we're handing out the full set, but I would like to. If we can get our hunters fully kitted out with male at level 40, that would be pretty huge. Nice agility pants. Bard's Trousers of Agility. 5 agility at level 13. That's huge. Since I can't send to DH First Aid right now, let's send to Linen Lord and include a bunch of linen to make space. Because I know our tailoring bank will use the linen also. Linen is just typically prioritized for first aid, because you need a bunch of it to get through the early levels, and then you can just vendor your linen bandages. There's no real use for them. Unless you want them for a bit of healing for yourself, but we're not going to hand them out, so. If you don't need them... Oh, Vim Vivaldi. Someone told you wrong. A little birdie told me that you love fish-related things. Kind regards. Fish oil, negative 0.1 points each. Shiny fish scales, negative 0.1 points. This is 17, so this is minus 1.7 points for Vivaldi. Oops. Bilbo Daggin, sending in some Gortus stuff, though. Tender crocolisk meat is a rare meat, very nice. Good cloth from Bombi. Mage Weave is huge. I think we have wool and silk in abundance right now, so we might start looking at more ways to hand those out, like for the rep quests, the city rep quests. Nice stuff here from Animal Cream. We got moss agate, used for a bunch of things, but particularly the ornate spyglasses. Love those things. Got a pearl. Elemental water makes the swim speed belts. Swim speed belts are huge. I always carry those around. Vistabs. Steel bar, bronze tube, doing some engineering, huh? Heavy dynamite, some potions, and some cloth. Cool. The CJ Man. Got some greens. Little owl tunic looks good. For a druid caster, I suppose. Havoc. You cook these up for me? Yum yum. Gorilla Hammer from Rayless. And the Gortus Snout. Enchanted Boots. Cool. Thank you, Tinky Santa. Nice gauntlets. Oh, those are cool. 13 strength on these with the enchant. Wow, Tanky. Thank you. Good gear. Enhanced pants. Rumsy Rum doing some fishing, huh? Rumsy Rum is great. Just be careful. Drinking can get you killed. So if you're moving with the mouse to steer while you're drunk, the game might think that you're trying to cheese the drunken swerving. So that can get you disconnected. I think it depends. I've never seen it happen to myself. I think it depends on your hardware, your network connection, a bunch of different factors like that. But it's definitely something that can happen. So be careful playing while tipsy, because that swerving can screw you up. Plus, the swerving is exaggerated on the z-axis, going up and down, which doesn't matter in most cases, but it means that swimming while drunk can be particularly dangerous, because you can get disoriented, swerve way too far up or way too far down, and just kind of lose your position and drown. Yeah, don't swim drunk, kids. Argento linen cloth. Fizz Whistler. Dark leather belt looks good. Got some random hides and scales here. Cool. Discombobulator ray. Transforms the target into a leper gnome, reducing its melee and spell damage by 40 and its movement rate by 20% for 12 seconds. Nice. I think this is a pretty powerful hardcore tool. I haven't experimented with it too much, but I've seen people using it. Anti-venom. That's a pretty good recipe. Strong anti-venom. We have this learned already for the guild bank, of course, so anybody who needs it can request some. Takes large venom sacs. We've only got small one right there. Thank you, Fizz Whistler. Nice stuff in here. Oh, you don't need to be an engineer to use this. Let me look that up. I don't think I've experimented with it in hardcore. Air-to-air combat will dismount them. That's fun. Doesn't work here, of course, but that's what everybody's talking about, though. Works on humanoids, but elites resist it. I have seen people use this in hardcore. I don't know if it's particularly safe to use, but I don't remember why. I don't see anything about it like backfiring on you or anything. 5 charges. Yep. Oops. Fizz Whistler, more mail came in front of that, and it filled up my inventory. Let's go see Allison.
I buy and trade.
Hi.
Need. Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
Buzzer Blade. That drops off of Dead Mines. Nice little dagger. I don't normally vendor it. I think it is vendorable, but I do like power leveling my low-level rogues, so I typically just send it to DH Gear. It might be good with an enchant on it or something. It's pretty fast, so maybe an offhand enchant. I don't know if it does enough damage for main hand at level 16, but it's a fun little dagger. There we go, there's that. Vistabs, silk bandages, cool, we will hand those out. We hand out heavy wool bandages and up. Wool bandages and linen bandages we will vendor. But heavy wool bandages, silk bandages, mage weave bandages, we'll hand those out on the leveling kit. They are good to have, and you can use them earlier than you can craft them. So they're very powerful to get early if you've got a higher level first aider that can craft them for you. Mendril, we got tough condor meat, oily blackmouth, great gore-tusk snout, great stuff, thank you. Oily blackmouth makes water-breathing potions and stuff. Mendril, black whelp scales from the black whelps in Redridge. Gore-tusk livers, chunk of boar meat, nice. Shadow gem. Eggs. Eggs are always good. They're a basic cooking mat, but I also like to stockpile these for the Winter Veil stuff, because you can make eggnog and cookies out of them. Rayless, Blackrock Champion's Axe. That's a good axe. 8 strength. Level 19, 3.2 speed, nice and slow. Very cool. Ooh, Purple Lotus and Blindweed from Santoro, nice. Rayless, Nature Damage Dagger. Raptor egg from Havoc. Some bags. Ooh, smoked sagefish. Nice mana regeneration food. Very good for any caster. One of the reasons why fishing is worthwhile. One of the many reasons, to be honest. There's a lot of good stuff that comes out of fishing. Those bags are useful. We hand out 8 slots and up, so 10 slots are always great. Elixir of Minor Fortitude from Minora. Murloc Fins. This looks like returns from the leveling kit, mostly. Not sure, but that's kind of what it looks like. Oh, that blood sausage is actually from the quest, isn't it? Azaleos, Heavy Leather, Elemental Air. Some potions. Also, Mithril Ore, Iron Ore, Rockstick Boot, Jade, Red Wolf Meat. Ooh, Hawkeye's Shoes, 10 Agility, very nice. Intellect Vest. Cool. Thank you, Azaleos, good stuff. Jade, nice. Always love those gems. Anybody who's mining for us is doing some real good work, too. We're always in need of ores and such. Loopy Drew. Light leather bracers, fine leather cloak, dark leather pants, red whelp gloves, nice. 5% chance of a little fireball attack. I love those things, especially on a rogue with the fast daggers hidden all the time. These gloves are really fun to level with. There are a couple of fun glove options around that level. The Pilferer's gloves give +8 agility. That's probably better, but you need the lucky charms to make those. Toughened leather gloves have better stats, but if you're just focused on damage, which I tend to be, I think these red welt gloves will perform better. Really cool gloves. I love those things. Loopy wool bandages. We will vendor those, but thank you. Moss agate. Love that stuff. Can I send to DH First Aid yet? Maybe? It worked! Alright. Incendicite ore from Rayless. Thank you for your ore. We always need those quest ores. We primarily hand those out to our pro tier donors at the moment, because we just don't have enough to go around to everybody. So we're always in need of the quest ores. Incendicite ore is mined from wetlands near the Algaz Gauntlet, the pass full of those dragon maw orcs. Past them, there's a spider cave, right past all the oozes and everything, but the spider cave has a bunch of incendicite ore. So if you're about that level, mid-20s, I think, please go to wetlands. Please mine up some incendicite ore for us. We'll put it to good use. Mendrill, doing some herbalism and some skinning, it looks like. Got some feathers for our priests and mages. King's Blood, Grom's Blood, 15 points each for Grom's Blood. Sungrass, 10 points each. Makes a lot of great potions, including basic healing potions. Nice herbs. Bankasker. Lesser Bloodstone Ore. That's another quest ore. That one's from Arathi, the Kobold Cave in the east, next to the Horde town, so be wary of Horde guards when you're walking over there. Bagheera Potions. Globe of Water. Nice. Healing Potion from Eridani. Let's see. DH Pots. Our Alchemy Bank. Take your stuff. Bank a score. Tender wolf meat. Nice. Giant eggs. Sweet. Thank you. More tender wolf meat. The highest level basic buff food again. Yeah, we need a lot of that. Winter's Bite. Is this Grave Moss? I'm hoping this is Grave Moss, because Grave Moss is good. That's Grave Moss. 7.5 points each. Winter's Bite, 7 points each. These are both incredible herbs. If you're ever in a graveyard and you're an herbalist, check around for Grave Moss, please. Super useful. Makes a bunch of shadow stuff, like shadow damage and shadow protection potions. And some of those potions are used in crafting for, like, leatherworking, too. We need some gear that's made out of this. Winter's Bite. makes good frost stuff, including some frost power elixirs. Mage Weave and Silk, very useful. Jade Bracers, ooh, look at those bracers. Oh man. Ah, Gossamer Headpiece of Healing. That looks like a sippy set piece right there to me. Of course, any healer could make good use of that too, but that is a good starter piece for someone's sippy set. Pretty sure I have better on mine, but 44. And Jade Bracers of Power. You unlock plate at level 40 on Paladin and Warrior, and then you can immediately, at level 41, put these on. Incredible. 22 AP. Those are good bracers. Good gear, Enhanced Pants. Thank you. Some greens from Pole's Dancer. Ooh. Cutthroat's Hat of Intellect. Cool for any caster that doesn't need cloth. Minor Rejuve from Sailor Twift. We'll put those to use. We hand these out on the leveling kit. Very nice to get into a dangerous situation with a low-level caster and just get all your health and mana back at a low level. These are super useful potions. Minor Wizard Oil. We hand out a lot of that. Thank you, Sailor Twift. Also great for our low-level casters. Magus. Tender Crocalist Meat. That's a rare meat. Thank you, thank you. Crawler Claws. Crawler Claws make that low-level mana food. Gore-Tusk Livers. Always need those for the quest handouts. Don't cook up your Gore-Tusk Livers, please. That's such a waste. I've seen people do that before, but they are much, much more needed for the quest handouts. Not for the food that they can make. It's just basic food. There's other food you can use. Nice low-level mats from Edging. Boar ribs, boar meat, some herbs. Good work. Some potions from Animal Cream, boar ribs. Nice, thank you. Ah, such good bracers. McTaylor silk cloth. Love silk, thank you. Wow, more silk. Thank you, McTaylor. Lot of silk. Very cool. Lot of linen too. Nice. Thank you. Shadow silk from McTaylor also. And iron web silk, thick spider silk. These are all used for crafting. Great stuff. Thank you. Was that 5 points for iron web spider silk? Very nice. Shadow silk 1.8. Thick spiders 0.7. Awesome. Small egg. Thank you for your egg. I appreciate it. These times are trying. Thank you for your egg. Linen Lord's getting a lot of linen today. Copper bracers with a stamina enchant. Thank you for returning your heirloom. We call these crafted items with enchants on them heirlooms, even though heirlooms don't really exist in this game, but these can be enchanted and then traded around. And if you're doing this, please put it on a crafted item, not on a basic white item, because basic white items tend to get vendored. The crafted items will go into the appropriate crafting bank. So if you're setting up heirlooms, please use crafted items. Fizz Whistler, lots of greens. Nice owl leggings for a caster. Very cool. Khan's leg guards. Wow, plate attack power leggings at level 40. These are amazing. Nice, Fizz. Thank you. So cool to have a solid set of plate gear ready for when you're level 40. Level 43, it's got stamina on it. Good for tanking with. Worn Dragon Scale, Ichor of Undeath. Great stuff, Fizz Whistler. Thank you, thank you. Chunks of boar meat from Fizz Whistler. Nice. We go through a crap ton of boar meat, so that's very useful. Storm Shroud Pants Pattern. Cool. Night Crawlers and Coarse Gorilla Hair. Those are used for crafting. Storm Shroud Pants. 30 points for this pattern. You need an elemental leatherworker. Awesome for a rogue. With that crit chance, chance to dodge. 2% chance to restore 30 energy. Very strong. Wow, great stuff. Edging, got some boar parts. Some hops, thank you. Is that it? Is that all my mail? I think that's all my mail, guys. Guys, I ran out of mail. Where's the rest of it? Can someone send me more stuff, please? I'm having fun. I like stuff. Give me more stuff. Just kidding, this is a huge amount. It's incredibly appreciated. I really love how giving this guild is. Y'all are awesome. And I did just update last night also. So all of that was just from today. Let's grab the roster data. $500 at a time because there are some add-on limits. Double check if anybody's signed up for anything. I think we're good to go. Ooh, we've got DMT open. If anybody needs the Dire Maul buffs. Open as of 30 minutes ago. They might be done with that. I'm not sure if they're still in there. Check on Discord, please, for the details. They pinged the @60 roll. Looks like HC is putting together a nice ZG guide. If you're in the raid tonight, make sure to reference this. Axe throwers, bat riders. Oh, these bat riders are scary because they explode for big fire damage. Lots of good resources in here. Please make sure to check it out if you haven't. If you're going into ZG tonight. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run my script, get all the reputation updated. Post people's gear reservations. Update the cloth top donors. Don't forget we have a cloth gathering competition every week. You can get a gear token from that, or a bank token. Let you pick any piece of gear from the bank that you need that you can use. As long as you're appropriate class and within 3 levels of it. Gear reservations will go in. People's dungeon roles will get updated. All sorts of good stuff. That'll take about 10 minutes to run, and then everything will be updated on the Discord. Also, our guild is dropping ZG today at 6:55, and we will be handing out free low-level enchants for the world buff. So be there. Get some free enchants, get your ZG buff, and let us boost your gear. Vaughn, I know Vaughn sometimes likes to hang out there and hand out leather gear also. He likes to check people and make sure that they got their pieces. All right, I'm gonna step away for a minute for a bio break, and then I think we'll do some work on Lews. Matter of fact, actually, let me get Lews moving. I'll take a bio break while I'm on the flight path. Dang it.
Peace be with you.
Alright, I'm gonna AFK, take a bio break while I get to Ashenvale, and then we'll work on the Light of a Loon quest.
Good luck.
Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Oh, Teleria wants to come with. You a little high level. You haven't done it yet?
Ishnu Allah, how may I help? I am honored. Be careful.
To maintain our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs.
The druid Caneth Stillwind sent word to me. He would like a report of the happenings along our coast and in the forests surrounding Astronar. He fears there is a corruption moving through Ashenvale, and he may be right. Here, take my report to him. You will find him in the Shrine of Forest Song, in the Night Song Woods to the east.
Directly to the north of Astranar are the Thistlefur Furbow. My scouts report that their numbers have grown greatly over the past few months. If they grow too great, they may find the courage to attack Astranar directly. Kill as many of their kind as you can, but bring me their chieftain's skull as proof that their efforts have been stifled for now. I shall remain here in Astranar and await word from you. Elune be with you.
Alright, so we're going for Light of a Loon. Down there. Grants immunity from all damage and spells for 10 seconds. Immunity from all damage can easily save your life. It is one-time use. Once in your entire character's life. That's what makes it such a critical hardcore tool. It's also only available on Alliance side. Horde don't get it. That, along with Paladins, is one of the reasons that people tend to favor Alliance for hardcore. If you're being serious about raiding and stuff. However, Light of a Loon is not infallible. What you do is, you tie it to a macro. Along with Hearthstone. And you cast it at the same time as long as your Hearthstone's off cooldown. If you want to test this macro, you can replace Light of a Loon with a health potion to see how it works. And the cast time for a Hearthstone is 10 seconds. The the Light of a Loon effect lasts 10 seconds. So that will protect you for the duration of the Hearthstone cast. But it's not perfect because the timing can be a little bit off.
Have you seen the befouled water elementals in our lake, adventurer? It is a sorry sight, but I do not know where they are coming from. Your name has been mentioned in conversations past. Perhaps you could help me with this problem. The first thing we must learn is who is in control of these elementals. Take this divining scroll. It can determine the creator of these elementals. But you will need something from them to use as a reagent to focus scroll's magic. Their bracers should do nicely. A few intact bracers from the creatures should be enough. The other bracers will be useless for our purposes, but they may be worth something to a merchant if you wish to sell them. Once you have the intact bracers attempt to use the scroll, return to me with the results, and we shall proceed from there.
So, as I was saying before the quest dialogue interrupted me, it's not perfect. The timing can be a little bit off. And there are a few frames of vulnerability at the very end of the Light of a Loon effect. It'll end slightly before the Hearthstone cast finishes. So if you get struck right in that window, it can cancel your Hearthstone. Most of the time it should work, though. And there are other uses beyond hearthing out. You can use it to stop fall damage, or... Wow, you just one-shot that thing. I know you're high level, but dang. That was a one-shot too. Nice. We're destroying these things. And this guy's evading my line of sight. Looked like he was, but it seems to get him no problem, actually. Rawr.
Excellent!
So it's a pretty low level quest. I'm not getting much experience off of this. I'm sure Teleria is getting none. But still, we need these. We need these Lights of Elune. Very important tool to have in hardcore. Yeah, 0 XP. How many bracers? I've got 2 bracers right now. We need 5. We use the divining scroll once we have 5. Did you kill one? Oh, there's the body. Crushed elemental bracer. We need the intact ones. I got a water breathing potion. I'll use that. And I should probably be doing /tar befouled. There we go. Oh, don't go out of range. There we go. How about this guy? Being cheap. Yep. Bubbling water. Just vendorable. Vendor water. All these broken, crushed, fractured bracers. What a pain. I blame the cat. You're hitting them too hard. I don't know, my fireballs aren't crushing these bracers. Thank you. Full mana. Little annoying not being able to drink underwater. You'd think you'd be able to drink all you need. Glub glub. I guess it's not the right water. Dang, where are these bracers? I'm still at 2. Are you still about 2? Neither of us has picked one up in a while. You got 3, okay. Bubbling water. No bracers. Where are the dang bracers? Oh, you got one. Okay. I got one. 3 and 4 now. I see one over here. There's one. Okay, I'm at 4. Bubbling water. I got one marked, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is, down here. This one's my loot, right? Nothing. Four. Cool. Gonna wand this guy, get some mana back. I got my gravestone scepter. Damage shouldn't be too bad. Crushed bracer. Stop hitting them so hard. Almost didn't put on my fire gear for that one. YouTube is awesome says, careful with 18 XP, you might level soon. There's one bracer. I'm done. We just need one for you. Fractured. Should put loot on free-for-all. Because I don't know if it'll stop me from actually looting those now. Because it's not like the quest is complete with 5 out of 5. The quest is for the scroll. Yeah, hopefully after this we'll be able to move on to some higher level content, not these gray mobs. I like your auto mark, thank you. I like my targeting macros too. Over here. Last bracer, come on. Nothing? Oh yeah, I do have a spyglass. But I don't see anything. They're all dead. Oh my god, we got all of them. Somehow. Here's one. There's a few down there, okay. Surely we'll get our last one here, right? Oh, you got your 5? Oh, you're done? Cool. Use your scroll on it then. The divining scroll. Should be in your bags. Did you get it? The scroll? Once you use the scroll, the quest should be complete.
Hello. What brings you?
Well done, adventurer. This should give us the information we need to have the culprit discovered. How would you feel about taking out the mage who fills our pools with corrupt elementals?
It's provided for the quest.
The corruption of Ashenvale and beyond makes my
You should have
stomach
it.
turn on its own.
There
To
you go.
have a wizard actively attempting to destroy it further sickens me to no end.
Cool.
We shall make him pay. There's only one undead mage in the Barrens capable of defiling this many water elementals. He's also the only
Awesome.
one foolish enough to try.
Second part.
Cerulus Foulborn is probably sitting at the top of Dreadmist Peak laughing at me. Adventurer, you must go into enemy territory and destroy this miscreant. I have had enough of his idiocy, and we must show him what happens to those who annoy the Sentinels. Destroy him and bring me his head. Be wary, though. The Horde may be watching for you.
Let's destroy this miscreant. I should make some water and a mana gem real quick. Okay. That's better. These guys are low level enough. We should be able to just walk through without problems. Got Frost Nova if needed. You want to just run through? Cool. Now there is a little trick for getting into the Barrens. Because there are horde guards in the way. So we're going to take a little side path off to the left of the road when we're close to the border. Doing my best to keep up with your speedy cat form. Druids are crazy overpowered, dude. Look at how fast you're going. I'm blinking, I got speed sandals, and you're still outpacing me easily. Totally unfair. Blizzard, please nerf the druids. How'd you fall so far behind? Maybe you should have picked up that quest. I think that's picked up over here. Oh, I don't remember. Anyway. How to get your kitty out. Cool. Okay, so on the right here are horde guards. Don't walk into the horde guards. They're scary. They'll kill you dead. Let's go this way off to the side. Yeah, right over there. Horde guards. Can I see them? Doesn't seem to be loading. But they are there. So yeah, we take this path off to the left. Oh, you're a kitty cat with a little kitty cat following you. Cute. Little hole in the wall here. Just sneak on through. And we're home free. Maybe worthwhile to get the Ratchet Flight Path while you're here if you don't have it already. I don't remember if I do, to be honest. You got it, okay. I think I do too, because I've done Wailing Caverns. Looking for a DPS for Mara Princess. Wish I could come, but you are below 60. I dinged 60 on all my 50 plus characters, so yeah, I did Wailing Caverns. Cool. We're going up top of this mountain here for Mage Summoner, Sarless Foulborn. We can run up this spine right here. YouTube is awesome says, is 290 DPS on the level 40 rogue good? No world buffs. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a solid number. Varies a lot depending on your cooldowns and stuff, on what kind of mobs you're fighting. There's a lot of factors involved, but yeah, that sounds like a good number. I did a live stream with a breakdown of rogue builds recently. Might be worth checking out if you want advice on how to build it. But if you're 40, you probably got an idea of where you're going. Ooh, Gut Ripper. Nice. That's a good dagger. Now these mobs here are all gray. Oops. So no biggie. But we need Sarless dead. He summons some mobs, but I just stunned him and you just one-shot him, so he doesn't summon anything, I guess. And we're done. That's the quest. Time to head back. I might just... Well... I'm going up here anyways. Maybe I'll run up there.
Hail to the night.
Outstanding.
And if you don't have the Azshara flight path yet, we can go get that. Well, get good. Why don't you just use a feather, cast slow fall on yourself? It's not that hard. Just like take some basic magic classes. Jeez. You can still run down the spine the same way we came. Mage is OP. Yeah, mages are pretty OP, to be honest. Still, we don't have a cheetah form. Gut Ripper. Gut Ripper I actually saw us drop twice in the same weekend. Just a few weeks ago. Crazy luck. It's worth about 100 gold. And it's fairly slow for a dagger. Good for main hand. Not bad looking either. Pretty cool model. All nice and pointy. Yeah, I like the Gut Ripper. Should we go up this way? I'm not sure. I think it might be safer to go along the main path, though I don't know if it makes much difference. Oh, thank you. Good to know you'll keep me safe. Ooh, Insane Druids. Insane Druids, I've died doing that quest on a Fire Mage before. That's on YouTube too. I actually put that on YouTube before I started streaming. Video title is called Insane Druids Death, something like that. Yeah, not a good quest at all. Full of assassins and stuff in there. Yeah, I got through the cave no problem, and I tried to make my way out and got hit by a bunch of respawns. It was a pretty nasty situation. Do watch out for the horde guards up here. Pretty sure it's safe as long as you stay along the road. But the guards are pretty close to the road, so stay left here. Yeah, stay left. And then past this tree, you want to stay right, because they kind of pop out at you from the left side. That guy. That guy gets a lot of players. Because he's hidden right behind that tree, you don't see him coming up this way. This flight path is important because it'll connect you to Ratchet. Oh, YouTube is awesome says it was double the DPS of what I had, so I equipped it. Very nice. I mean, yeah. If you're putting it in main hand, don't look at the DPS stat. You want to look at the flat damage stat. You're looking at 42 to 80. The rule of thumb I've heard is that you want your minimum damage to be at or above your level. Meaning it's a solid dagger up to level 42. And of course, even beyond that, if you don't have good alternative options. But that's the rule of thumb I've heard for what's a solid main hand dagger. You want your ambush to hit hard. You want your backstab to hit hard. That's what it's all about. In your offhand, you kind of want faster weapons. And the DPS stat is what you're looking for there. Not to mention attack power and agility and whatever good stats are on it. But for your main hand, the top priority is just good good damage numbers. Says, I need to put fiery on it. I doubt I find anything better. Very cool. What level are you? Big Ken, level 40? Yeah, if you're still level 40, you're going to be using that for a while. Fiery is probably worthwhile. I do have those. Oh, you need Caneths also. We can do that, totally. Let's just grab this flight path first. Or no, we can grab it on the way up to the flight path. Well, we'll be coming right back over here for the diseases anyway. Hmm. How about the Howling Vale and the Vile Satyr quest? Do you have those? If you do, are they shareable? You have them? Well, you're faster than me, so catch up. War Song Writer. DH Danger add-on is warning me about this, but this actually isn't an issue. This guy won't pull.
Though we've put many resources and much effort into driving the remaining demons from the
Sweet.
Fellwood to
Thank
the
you.
north, our successes have been few. We have been able to keep much of the demonic presence from Ashenvale. To the north, near the Fellwood border, the ruined shrine of Melthandris has been overtaken by mysterious wolfmen. Their chilling calls have led the area to be known as the Howling Vale. The tome of Melthandris kept at the shrine may shed some light on why these wolfmen have come.
So yeah, this flight path connects Ratchet to Astronar. So it's an important one, and it's a very, very high level zone. I wouldn't really come here until about 60. High 50s, maybe. But the flight path is right there, right at the beginning of the zone. So as soon as you're across the bridge, you're good to go. And there's nothing dangerous over here. This is my first Alliance server ever. Wow, cool. Well, you joined the right guild for Alliance side.
Where would you like to fly to?
There's the flight path, and we got a vendor up here too.
What brings you here? Farewell.
Awesome. YouTube is awesome. Are you doing a ambush build? If you're doing an ambush build, I would go for a plus damage enchant instead of fiery, if you can. Because ambush... I'll turn that off. No alert sound. Ooh. Alright. Ambush would relies on crit damage.
Wisps are actually pretty useful for personal hygiene.
The 320 in each tree. Interesting. What's your main attack? And your opener? You're using a dagger, so I assume that's your main hand weapon? Which means I assume you're using ambush and backstab? If you're not using an ambush and backstab, you should probably be using a sword instead. Of course, you can dual spec at 40. Dual spec can be worthwhile on a rogue, because you can dual spec just for preparation, honestly. I have a combat spec and a sub spec on my rogue. My opener is ambush. Cool. If you keep using Sinister Strike after that, then what you can do is swap to sword in combat. Make a Sinister Strike macro that equips your sword,
I am honored.
because they'll hit harder on Sinister Strike.
Many thanks, adventurer. Jindal is a fine sentinel, brave and keen. I must read this for clues of a wickedness I fear is moving through Ashenvale. The Forsaken, the undead arm of the Horde, have crept into Ashenvale, lurking at our ruins and our barrows. We believe their goal is to spread disease amongst the lands of the Night Elves. We must confirm this. The Forsaken have a camp south of here, near the Dordanil Barrow Den, where they create poisons and diseases and place them in bottles. Fight your way into that camp and steal a bottle of disease. Return with such a bottle. I will test it and find its purpose.
Actually, I think we'll have a quest to come kill these guys later, right? Maybe we should have gotten that before coming in for this turn-in, but that's okay. We're right here. 632, that's a fat crit. Oh, loot's still on free for all. Free for all. Fixed. I am now honored with Darnassus. Making my way to Exalted, gonna get that tiger mount. Alright, we need Branch of Cenarius over here. I think this is the follow-up that we just picked up. Nice pull. Got him alone. Cool. Cool. Should be good. And we take that all the way back to the west side. We can totally bust out insane druids too if you want to. Learn from the best. Just run out of here. Maybe down this way. Thank you for the heal. Nice. Of course, when I'm 40, I'm going dual spec. Heal cat, nice. Where do we want to go? I guess we should go down the road here. Passing by Splinter Tree again, so again, be careful of the Horde guards. Ooh, we got lottery winners. Teddy Hills won a bank token. Zephyrian won 21G. Sari got a parrot. Mendril got a mechanical squirrel. Disco Hunt got a snowman kit. Bofer got some preserved holly. Nice. HC won the cloth gather bank token, which makes sense. He donated a crap ton of mage weave and rune cloth the other day. Nice. Going to Scarlet Monastery. Cool. A lot of good gear in Scarlet Monastery. Go down here, I think. Guess we didn't quite reach Splinter Tree. Can we just bypass this? Yes. Got some stealthed elves right here. Okay, there's some stealth assassins around here, I think. Maybe not all stealthed? I don't know. Anyway, we just got to get to that table in front of the tent there. Oh yeah, they're stealthing. Bottle of disease. You don't have it. Wasn't it the follow-up? Oh, there you go. Thought we got that together. Does the bottle have to respawn, maybe? All good. Ah, there you go. Nice. Okay, we gotta go turn that in and then come back down here for the insane druids. A lot of walking around this time. Luckily I got my speed sandals, and you of course have your cat form, cheetah form, all that good stuff. Found some more ore for Bavin. Very cool, thank you. Bavin always needs ore. Let's get that Bloodstreams chat up for people who are in-game on stream. Oh, looks like you're signed up for the pro tier, Teleria. Are you double gathering? Meaning you'll get mount funding very soon here. You're level 37. You get signed up for that at about level 38. Awesome. Make sure to reach out to me if you're missing it by level 39 for any reason, but you should be good to go. As long as you're sending stuff into Bavin, that order will go in. You'll get your 90G for your mount. Nice. Skinning and mining are very cool. I prefer herbalism on a druid just because you can pick herbs without having to shapeshift. You can be in cat form still and pick herbs. After Castania died, I am poor. R.I.P. That sucks. Should we walk up here? This is the way.
What brings you here? Very good, adventurer. Now, by testing the contents of this bottle, the goals of the Forsaken will be revealed. When I struggled with the Forsaken's poisons, I had a vision. I had a vision of the druids in the Dordanil Barrow Den, poisoned, murdered by the undead. They are now errant ghosts, severed from their bodies and driven mad, so that the druid spirits might someday
Watch, he's gonna do
find
it again.
peace. You must enter the Dordanil Barrow Den and destroy
Dummy.
its once great leaders, Tanil Darkwood, Uthil Mooncall, and Mavoris Cloudsbreak. Do this, then return to me.
Thank you for buffs.
When I struggled with the Forsaken's poisons, I had a
You
vision.
pick up the next quest?
I
Cool.
had a vision of the druids in the Dordanil Barrow Den, poisoned, murdered by the undead. They are now errant ghosts, severed from their bodies and driven mad, so that the druid spirits might someday find peace. You must enter the Dordanil Barrow Den and destroy its once great leaders, Tanil Darkwood, Uthil Mooncall, and Mavoris Cloudsbreak. Do this, then return to me.
Go down the road again. Ride down to Splinter Tree. And then shoot off into the Insane Druids area, which again, killed my Fire Mage. At level 35, I think. So it should have been easy. Lots of green mobs in there. But those respawns, man, they were off the chain. Yeah. Especially on a mage, I had to keep moving around to try to make space, and moving like that just aggroed more and more. It was a bad situation. I did not have my Scorch build put together at that point either. I was using a full Fireball build, which is not great for being stuck in melee like that. Scorch build is much, much safer for melee. 1.5 second cast, you get much less pushback. Oh, thank you. Let's see, that is 835. I can make better water. Thank you, though. Let me know if you want any food or water. I don't think you need much as a druid. Sell it for Bavin. Cool. Alright, down this way. Nice. Oh yeah, that's better than what I can make. Oh yeah, I'm like 6 levels lower than you. Alright, time to get vengeance for my other mage's death. Ever since then, I love coming back here and just annihilating it. Last time I was here, I did it solo. I think I was another level or two higher just for safety. I also had my Scorch build, which again is much safer. Scorch build is better for solo play in general, just because of impact, really. 10% chance to stun, and you cast twice as many Scorches as you would Fireballs. More than twice as many. Yeah, you get a lot of impact stuns with Scorch. I bet I'll ding in here. I'm well rested. I'll put on my firepower buff. Wizard oil on my staff. I'm just gonna rub some oil on my staff real quick. Nothing suggestive. I got aggro. Behind me? No, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for heals. Gonna evocate in a second here, as soon as my mana is out. Thank you. Appreciate the heals. Again. Burn! I think our first druid is right across here. Yeah, 10 Neil. This stupid stealth is gonna prevent me from getting any serious pyroblasts off, isn't it? Except for this. This'll work. Nice. One down. Reminiscent of the Relics of Awakening quest, huh? Up in Teldrassil. I think we gotta go down this way. Drinking up real quick. Got my spirit set on. How much am I getting from that? MP5, 127 from spirit. Without that, 86. So getting about 40 MP5 from wearing a spirit set. Looks like we're getting ready for world buffs. Oh, do we need up here? I think it's actually further down that we need, right? Oh, poisoned. Yeah, there's no druid in here. That's okay. One incoming. Gonna pull both? No? Didn't even pull that one. Wow. Perks of being high level, I guess. Gonna drink after this one. And we are just obliterating these things. This is going real well. YouTube is awesome says, LOL, 448 DPS on a clothy with world buffs. Nice. Yeah, I love fighting clothies in an ambush build. If you do it right, you can one-shot them. Get some sharpening stones too. Sharpening stones will crit, whereas poisons won't. So sharpening stones are very, very worthwhile on an ambush build. Go for those one-shots. Fight some green mobs. Get your remorseless attacks procs going. This is the area where my fire mage died, if I remember right. Respawns were happening here in this tunnel, right on my way out. And they were stealthed. I think I ended up running through a bunch of stealthed mobs while they were respawned and didn't even realize it. Ooh, welcome back, Emmy! Oh, incoming. Grabbing some water. Cool. What are you making over there? Opening a box. I'm drinking. You can do your thing if you feel like pulling. Yeah. And I need to make myself a little bit more water too. Oh, I got an ad on me. Nice. So, yeah, what I did here was I jumped off the balcony, jumped right down, and started making my way back through the tunnel. And in this tunnel, started getting a bunch of respawns because I had just killed everything. So keep an eye out for stealthed mobs, you'll be able to see them better than me. There's a respawn right there, see? They're already here. Oh, infiltrator. Hey, I got past him. Nice. He just respawned, so he did not aggro yet. They have about a 5-second window before they start aggroing after they spawn. Oh! Ooh, that was a big lag spike. Looked like a bunch of people came online, but that was just lag. Whew. Lots of respawns. Oh, I pulled. My bad. Should not have jumped over that wall like that. Nice. Cool little bracers. Finger bone. Well, I guess all these level 28 and 29 mobs are all grady, huh? Just catching up on quests that you missed? Awesome. Let's go turn in, huh? And then maybe we can take the flight path back to Astronar? Then turn in Mage Summer, get our Light of Balloons. Maybe get summoned over for world buffs. Ah, get off me. Nobody likes you. Stupid Forsaken.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't normally use world buffs, but when it's a ZG dropped by our guild, get some stats and some move speed, that'll be sweet. Unfortunately, the move speed does not stack with the knitted sandals, which makes it a little bit redundant, but it is slightly higher than the knitted sandals. So maybe I can put on some proper boots while it's on. Spider silk boots. Might not see the light of a loon turn in on stream tonight, which is fine. It's just turned in down there. And I already talked about the macro and how to use it. Oh, that's my macros. General macros. LOE, light of a loon. You know, I have show tooltip on Hearthstone because you need to make sure your Hearthstone's up for this macro to work. And just use light of a loon, use Hearthstone. Simple as that. That should get you out of.
I have to keep moving at night, or I'll disappear.
Haha! Elf jokes. Funny.
How does a Tauren hide in a cherry tree? He paints his hooves red.
Maybe we should be going the other way. I guess it doesn't matter. We can go up around this. Thank you. I think that just spawned in. I don't think it was stealthing. I'm not sure. That's a cool sword. Look at that model.
The spirits you destroyed were merely victims
Very
of
nice.
Forsaken's evil. But with their destruction,
Wish I could use that.
let us hope the other maddened spirits find peace.
Maybe it's time to get summoned, yeah? Let's go get some world buffs. Yeah, totally. Awesome. Thank you for your help, Teleria. That was awesome. Go turn in at the lake back there and we'll get our light of loons. Awesome. Yeah, it was. Thanks for coming. I'm getting summoned. Please stand by. Will do. All right. I'm going to swap over to my Warlock. And I will help hand out tabards and boons, maybe do a summon or two myself. And then log back over to Lews and grab the buff. Steve says you have only one tabard left. I can grab more, no problem. After buffs drop, I think we'll call it for the night on the stream. Come on now. If you're having trouble finding something in a capital city, try asking a guard for directions.
How kind of you.
I don't have tabards on me. Let's grab some.
Hello.
Level 1 human priest. Poor Emmy. Oh, my trade broke somehow. You are already trading. No, I'm not. Okay. Reload UI. Going to see another loading screen tip. Oh, I guess not. Come on, get me in there. Alright. Awesome. Mystic Bimbo. Tabard. Awesome. Breathtaking. Tabard. Awesome.
Much appreciated. You're welcome.
Anyone else need a tabard? Looks like everyone else is pretty tabarded up. What about you? Tipsy Heels, do you have a tabard? I can't tell. Looks like you do. Mystic Bimbo, put yours on. Good job, thank you. Gotta get everybody in uniform.
Alune be praised.
What about this bird form? Yeah, you got a tabard on. Just can't see it under all those feathers, huh? Mythin? Mythin needs a tabard.
Woohoo!
Animal Cream, how about you? Inspect? Oh, you don't have a tabard. Here you go.
Hooray!
Nice. Getting everybody suited up. Good times. Looking pretty good. Breathtaking, put your tabard on. Come on. Ah, well. You got one. You'll get there. Alright, we are at 10 minutes until buff drops. 12 minutes, really. Diamond marker for enchants. Janie RC's doing enchants for everybody for free. Got a lot of spare mats. Feel free to grab yourself an enchant if you're here. Darth, you need a boon?
Anytime.
No problem, Darth. Hidden Gary's sleeping down there. Wearing your water-resistant hat. Nice. Terrasisha, you need a boon.
I'm the type of girl my mother warned me about.
Anything for a friend. At this time, I think you should purchase me an alcoholic beverage and engage in diminutive conversation with me in hopes of establishing a rapport.
Everybody better get the flight path if you don't have it already. Emmy's already here, right? I just saw her. Oh, you don't have a tabard yet, Emmy?
You know, squirrels can be deadly when cornered. Woohoo!
Mrs. Precious, where are you at? There you are, you're wearing tabard. You're good. Goth eels. There you are, you need a tabard. Oh, you're self-found. Dang. Sorry, I know this isn't the most exciting content, but I do enjoy streaming when we drop our own world buffs. People have been shouting a bunch of knack-mack feeble quotes. That's pretty great. They can take our lives, but they cannot take our trousers. The Wee Free Men, the little blue guys from Terry Pratchett. Excellent series. Highly recommended. Terry Pratchett's a good author. Aliceth, Gnomelander, where are you guys? Gnomelander's not here. Salome, where are you? Vampers, I see you. You got your tabard. Salome, where are you? Up there? I see you. You don't have a tabard on. Come on, Salome. You gonna put your tabard on or what? Come on. Let me see that sexy thing on you. Oh well. My auction guy. You need a tabard? Nice.
Hooray!
Did Gnomelander not get summoned? Can try that again. I got spare shards. There you are. And you got your tabard on. Alright. The CJ man. Where are you at? There you are. Archies. Need a tabard? Noise.
Woohoo!
CJ man got a tabard on. Cool, cool, cool. Three minutes to buff drop. Ha! Do I need those? I guess I should wear some shoulder pads. Thank you.
How generous.
Looking stylish now. Awesome. Boda has a tabard and... Oh, come on. There we go. Herod's shoulder. Very cool. Sick looking pally. Awesome. Gigabit probably has a tabard, right? Right? Let me see you. There you are. Yep, you got a tabard. Barrel nipple. Where are you? Noise. Tabarded up. Ooh. Is that Helm of Fire? Helm of Fire. Very cool. I used to have that on my rogue. Awesome. Zandalar dropping. Oh, I should switch to Lews. Am I going to be fast enough? I'm not, am I? I'm going to run over here to log out. Come on, hurry up, huh? I think I'm in. Awesome, just in time. Sweet. Looks like Alice is making the port. Thank you, Alice. And we're in. Awesome. Death happens, buff drop. Good day. Running ZG after this. I'm hopping off stream though, so I won't be there. Whoa! Jeez. What the hell? How do I fix that? What the heck? Errors from Healbot. Jeez. And it's still racking up. Healbot? Healbot? What the heck? Indexed assignment on field icon, a nil value. What? Alright, well, I'm done for the day anyways. Oh, you're welcome for the tabard. YouTube is awesome. Sorry I missed that. But I'm heading off stream anyways. Gotta figure out what the heck is up with these add-ons. Anyways, have a good night. Enjoy the buffs, everybody. Stay safe. And I'll catch you next time.